How are you?
Horrible.
I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
On Friday, I went down to San Francisco General because I had been arrested there 11/27/13, and they told me I had been arrested because I was violating HIPAA by video recording. So yesterday I went down with all the video recordings from the hospital to the sheriff's department to ask them to arrest the hospital, and you should see the treatment I got. Simply wanting them to do the same that they did to me.
Okay, just trying to find it. Okay. And what happened?
The guy told me to leave, and that if I didn't leave, he was going to arrest me. He intimidated me. This is the sheriff's department. So this is, why I'm here to talk about many issues as far as accountability. I'll be right here.
Okay, we're going to go to 311.
Has anything been said or done about accountability yet? That, that's another prong of this? Or is that just supposed to slide off the radar?
I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Let me get us in here. Okay, if I'm correct, this is about the sheriff's department.
Well, it's the hospital. The hospital informed, according to the sheriff person I spoke with, that it was against the rules for me to videotape. When I asked what the law was, the sheriff couldn't tell me. When I asked him if it was illegal for me to videotape, the sheriff said no, but it was against the rules, and that if I didn't leave, he's going to have to arrest me. I said, well, since the hospital's been videotaping, can you arrest them? He said, no, I can't arrest the hospital, but I'll arrest you. It's on video.
Okay.
It's not okay.
So,
So I'd like to be afforded the same rights I was denied.
okay.
Then this morning, I went down to the sheriff's department here, City Hall, room 456. And they're playing this game that I can't videotape in a public office. When I asked them what the law was, naturally. Let me say it again, naturally. Let me say it for a third time. Naturally, they didn't have to quote me the law statute. Nobody is following the law.
So you went to City Hall.
Correct, today, room 456,
Okay.
And was told that I couldn't videotape there, and when I questioned it, of course, there was no response other than what I'd been told before, that, it invaded other people's privacy. And when I asked, how can they have an expectation of privacy in a public office? Of course, those never get answered. Then I went to 25 Van Ness to file a complaint. And I told them that, I wanted my programmatic access for them to come out into the public area so that I could give my complaint in my interview. And they denied me that also.
And they said,
You
so
can't
what did you ask
videotape.
for? What did you ask for?
To give a complaint and to give an interview so that they could follow up on all the illegalities that have been happening to me, if they wanted to really catch the perpetrators.
To give a complaint against,
The sheriff's department.
okay, and they said,
You cannot videotape, and they would not make me the access and accommodation allowance to come out into a public area so that I could give it. In other words, it's their rigged way and their rigged way only.
so this is, today is
The 11th, I believe. Let me check my...
yeah, I can look at it right here. It's the 11th. 5/11,
Right.
5/11, and then.
And then that was on Friday
and
that
this
I went...
was Friday.
That I went to the hospital, and that video is on YouTube already.
Okay, so, I'm just trying to find when Friday was. I'll find
I
it.
want to say 5/9, but I could be wrong.
9, 8,
Right, okay.
5/8. Okay,
Now, this doesn't preclude all the other illegal things they've done in the past for years to me, because remember, this is about accountability. This is just the continuation. Let's not forget, on 2/24, I was arrested downstairs at 101 Grove seeking my health care and an appointment by the young man downstairs. That's another one of my complaints. Then I've also been falsely arrested at San Francisco General.
Okay. So one of the things I think I'm going to ask, you say it's on video, and that's great, but I think in an effort for us to respond to some very specifics, I'm going to ask you to fill out our complaint form. And you don't need to write a book, okay? You don't need to write a book. You can make it specific to the day.
You mean for each and every complaint that I have?
No. I'm talking about since I've been involved with you. Okay?
Well, there's going to be many complaints. This has been going on for years.
I understand that.
Right.
Okay, so you can write one complaint that says you would like to have all your prior complaints addressed.
No.
Okay.
No, I want each and every one individually addressed, because you'll lump them together and there'll be no satisfaction. Now, let me ask you, I write this complaint, and if it's proven that I'm true, what do I get out of it? Where are my damages?
I don't know, Mr.
Can you answer that question before I go through this rigmarole for nothing?
No, I cannot answer
Well,
that.
then I guess I can't fill out a complaint until I get an answer.
Okay, everyone that fills out a complaint states their complaint. What I want to have in my possession is an official signed complaint from you. That will help me say to, because I can't take care of your complaints. Ada Smith can't do that.
Wonderful.
It is
If
a
Ada
system.
Smith wants me, bingo, it's a system. Now, in this system, if
The
I prove
system-
everything is correct, what is the result for me? Will I get harm and damages out of this?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm
then
not
why should I
answering-
participate in this system which you don't know the final result?
Then why do you continue to come to me?
Because I'm proving that it's set to fail.
Okay, then I can't, there's nothing I can do. All right? I'm asking you, you don't like the system? I appreciate that, but that is the system. If you want to write a complaint that says, I was denied the
We'll
ability...
do one just to see how it comes out so that I can prove to the people on YouTube that it is a system that's rigged. So if I write a complaint and we do one of these, and there's no harm and there's no damages and there's nothing to make it right for me, the person with the adjustment disorder, what have you done for me at the Department of Public Health, other than to just set my disorder off even more by showing me that I'm dead right, that there'll never be any fix, there'll never be any accounting, and that this is all a rigged game, and that this is false hope?
That might be the case. I cannot answer
And I'm
that.
supposed to want to accept that if that's the case? Would you?
I don't have that issue, so I can't answer for you. What I'm asking
You don't have
to
an
do-
issue of needing your own medical care and being deceived, and then when you complain and want people to account, you wouldn't have that issue if they'd screwed you before and not been able to account.
I don't know.
Okay, I just
can't
want a clarification.
That's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do, so that we can try to be very specific about what we want to address, whether or not it gets resolved to your satisfaction or not, I can't answer that. That's
But and
the
I also
process.
don't have to accept that.
No, you don't.
I can come back after it isn't answered properly and continue to show just how rigged and how far it goes up.
Yes, you can do that.
Lovely. Thank
You
you.
can continue to do that. So I'm going to ask you,
Okay, we'll start off with one very simple one.
okay,
We'll start off with the one where I went to the sheriff's IA and was denied access and accommodation to file my complaint.
at
25 Van Ness.
At 25, okay. So we're going to do, so you want to do this one that happened
It just
today.
happened, correct.
That just happened, okay? And so I'm going to get you the form to fill out. And I can sit with you, or you can, this is probably the best room. And I can sit with you, or I can sit outside.
And how long is it going to take once I fill out the form? Is this going to be like 8 months down the road, so in case I want to sue, there will be no findings there in my favor, past the statute of limitations? I mean, I want to understand just how rigged this is going to be, or is this going to have a turnaround like tomorrow?
No, it will not have a turnaround tomorrow. If you want a turnaround tomorrow, I can tell you right now, I'm not able to help.
That's what I'm asking. How long, what is the normal course?
Every case is different. I want documentation on our form. Sorry, it is our form. I do need to be able to have something to take to the people that might be able to address your concerns. your complaints to say, this is specifically. I do not want to interpret based on what you have on your video or what I write down. I want you to write it down. I want to be able to say, this is what Mr. Garza is concerned about on this particular incident. I'd like us to address that. I may get an answer that says, as you have just mentioned, they might want to lump everything together. And so I will say to them, then we need a lump everything together response. Okay?
I won't accept that. I don't want a lumped all together response. And let me tell you why. Because it's happened over years. Each and every incident has been separate, has been recurring. You know, I don't want it, you know, to say, oh, well, we're sorry now when the sorry isn't going to be a sorry as an apology.
Okay. Mr. Garza, let me tell you what you're asking me to do, and I want you to know that I'm not able to do one of the things you're asking me to do. You are asking me to offer you a guarantee for a resolution that you think would be appropriate for your concern. And what you need to realize now and every time you come in, that number one, I am one person, I want to hear you, and I want to help you. I cannot resolve issues that happened way back. I can only work with what you and I start with, and I'm trying to do the best I can around that. I cannot offer you a solution for the future about something.
Then what does the term accountability mean?
I don't know what it means for you.
Apparently not.
Okay.
What does it mean for you?
And that's okay.
What does it mean for you? I'm still waiting to hear what it means from you, because apparently you're telling me you can't answer for the future, you can't answer for the past. Well, that's what accountability is all about.
Okay.
So what does accountability mean to you?
Accountability for me, not for you.
Oh, well, no, I'm asking in my case,
Okay.
not for your case, my case. What does accountability for you in my case mean?
That I am specifically going to take your complaint. I am going through the process to try to get it resolved. And when they resolve it, I'm not the resolver. When it gets resolved,
Well, wait a minute. Let's define resolved.
that's
Thank
the
you.
future.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then
That's
we
my
don't-
point.
Then we don't have anything. Then
Well, no. We have a lot. We have tricky words. We have misdirection. You know, that's why I'm pointing it out to the viewers, so that when it does fail, the viewers aren't going to come back and say, I'm the failure here. It was designed to fail. So like I said, we're going to go through each and every complaint, and I'm going to videotape the failing of each and every complaint, and then I'm going to say to the viewers, excuse me, who's been wrong? Who has the adjustment disorder? Who's being fed bull?
Okay. All right.
It's not okay. I just got pushed out, you know, trying to file a valid complaint.
Okay. I'm going to go get the forms, and I'm going to ask you, if you want to just start with this one, that's fine.
That's correct. And I want to know the time frame. Is it going to take a week, 2 weeks, 3 years, 5 years? Because mind you, Ada, this has been going on for 15 years. And it will continue to go on until there is resolution that follows the law, that includes accountability. Not resolution that says the case is closed, this is too long for us to look at, the evidence is there, you know, this isn't our procedures, this isn't our policy. I already know all the stumbling blocks, you know, from risk management. I will not accept it.
Well, when you don't accept it, Mr. Garza, what are you going to do?
Continue to videotape the failures like I've been doing.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
All right.
Thank you. And put it on YouTube.
Okay, so
Thank
what
you.
I need you to understand is that I, in my
If you can't help me, then I'll go above you. Let's go to the Director of Public Health who can help me.
Okay.
Let's go.
if
Let's go. You're telling me you can't help me
No,
because
I
you're
didn't
not
say
sure whether or not you can provide resolution to my satisfaction. Then let's go to the Director of Public Health and make it her problem, which is where I started in the first place. Until she shoved me down to you guys, which were going to mishandle me, delay it apparently, because there's not going to be any resolution. I don't have to accept that. I have an adjustment disorder that doesn't accept a disorder. For you to tell me, for me to come in and give you a valid complaint that doesn't have a resolution is a disorder.
I'm going to get you a piece of paper, and you should fill that out with whatever complaint you want to be, including I'm not able to help you. Maybe that's where you want to start. And that's okay. All right? So I'm going to get that form for you.
And mind you, if this fails, we'll just go to the Director of Public Health like I went to, and I've been going to for years.
Okay.
It's not my problem, ma'am. I'm not the person who's failing here.
Okay. So here's
Thank
the thing,
you.
Mr. Garza. I'm going to ask you to step out because the form, I think, is down in room 100.
Well, why
Actually,
can't I just wait here? What's the
I have
problem?
some forms. They don't like us to leave consumers in the room without a staff. So I'm gonna go to my room, and I think I have, I'm pretty sure, I have a form.
You know, I feel like I'm being offered false hope here. Oh, well, we'll take your complaint, but there may not be any resolution. Well, am I not back to square one? And if that's the case, then I need to go to the Director of Public Health. This is accountability. Not that I hadn't predicted that I wouldn't receive any accountability. Not after all the years that I've proven on YouTube that there's no such animal. But that's okay. I will continue to come in daily if I have to. I am not the failure. Now, did you ever find out whether it's illegal or not for me to videotape the receipt of my health care?
I think there is a policy that says that.
A policy or the law?
No, I don't know about the law.
I want the law, not policies.
Okay, I don't know if
Will you
there's a
please
law.
find out the law? Thank you.
Fill out the form, and we will address that, okay?
Madam, I've asked you this in the past without having to fill out a
I'll be
form.
right back with the form.
Yes, I'm sure you will.